Welcome to the Bamboo Women series. Today we're exploring the hidden barriers that cause women to burn out faster in corporate life. We often hear about the glass ceiling, but rarely about the sticky floor. Together, these barriers create double pressure, stopping women from moving up while also holding them down. In this video, we'll uncover how they work, why they matter, and what we can do about them. Have you ever wondered why women, even the most ambitious and capable, often reach exhaustion earlier than their male colleagues? Why do we hear so many stories of women stepping back, burning out, or leaving corporate life altogether? The truth is, it's not simply about workload. It's about barriers that are invisible but deeply powerful. Let's break it down. Research shows women are 30 to 40% more likely to report burnout than men in the workplace. This isn't a small difference, it's a crisis. Behind every number is a woman balancing impossible expectations at work and at home. Understanding burnout begins with recognizing that women's experiences in corporate life are fundamentally different. The real reason women face higher burnout is because of two forces. Above them is the glass ceiling, an invisible barrier to leadership roles. Beneath them is the sticky floor, the subtle constraints that stop them from even climbing the ladder. Together, these barriers trap women in a cycle of working harder while going nowhere. This double pressure is what wears women down. The glass ceiling is a metaphor for the invisible barriers that block women from advancing into senior leadership. It's not a law or a written rule, but it is real. Many women can see the opportunities above them, the executive offices, the decision-making power, but cannot reach them. The ceiling is transparent, which makes it even more frustrating. You can see through it, but you can't break through it. One barrier is how leadership traits are still judged through a male lens. A man who speaks strongly is called assertive. A woman who does the same is often labeled bossy or aggressive. This double standard forces women to constantly adjust their tone and presence, exhausting them in the process. The message is clear. Even when women act like leaders, they're punished for it. Another challenge is networking. Many important deals and promotions happen outside the office, at golf games, late-night drinks, or sports events. These spaces are often male-dominated, leaving women excluded or uncomfortable. Missing out on these informal networks means missing out on opportunities. The glass ceiling isn't only about performance, but access. Role models also matter. If you don't see people like you in leadership, it becomes harder to imagine yourself there. Women in many industries still find themselves as the only one in the room. This loneliness adds another layer of stress, because it's not just about breaking through, but about carrying the weight of representation. Every success and failure feels magnified. While the glass ceiling stops women from going up, the sticky floor prevents them from even moving forward. Sticky floors are the subtle, everyday forces that hold women back. They are harder to notice because they seem normal, even expected. Yet they quietly stop women from building momentum in their careers. The result, many never even get close to the ceiling. One sticky floor is the invisible work women are asked to do. They are asked to plan events, take notes, organize meetings, or mentor others. These tasks are important, but they don't lead to promotion. Men are less often asked to do these, leaving them free to focus on high-visibility work. Over time, women get trapped in a cycle of work that matters, but is rarely rewarded. Another sticky floor is the expectation that women must always be team players. They are praised for being helpful, supportive, and kind, but discouraged from self-promotion. Meanwhile, men are encouraged to highlight their achievements. This cultural bias means women's contributions are often overlooked and their leadership potential underestimated. Family responsibilities also play a huge role. Women still carry more of the unpaid labor at home, childcare, elder care, and household management. Even with supportive partners, the expectations weigh heavily. This makes it harder for women to travel for work, take on demanding projects, or even stay late for networking. The floor feels sticky even when women are ambitious. When you combine the glass ceiling and the sticky floor, you get the perfect storm for burnout. Women push and push, but find themselves stuck. They take on extra tasks, prove themselves repeatedly, and yet advancement feels out of reach. Burnout is not about weakness. It's about being trapped in a system that demands more while giving less. The emotional cost is enormous. Women internalize the barriers, asking themselves, "Am I not good enough? Should I be working harder?" The truth is, it's not about their talent or effort. It's about structures that are tilted against them. Over time, this constant questioning erodes confidence and fuels exhaustion. Yet, like bamboo, women show incredible resilience. Bamboo bends in strong winds, but it does not break. Women adapt, adjust, and keep going. But resilience should not be mistaken for endless endurance. Strength is not about surviving unfair systems. It's about having the roots, support, and flexibility to grow in healthier ways. Real change must begin at the organizational level. Leaders need to recognize invisible work and redistribute it fairly. Performance reviews should capture not only outcomes, but also the hidden contributions that keep teams functioning. Companies must also hold managers accountable for creating inclusive pathways. Without structural change, resilience alone isn't enough. We also need to redefine what performance means. For too long, presence has been equated with productivity. Women who can't stay late are judged as less committed. But what matters is impact, the quality of results, not the hours spent. Shifting the lens from time to outcomes will open doors for more women to thrive. At the personal level, women must learn to define their own voice before others define it for them. Having a voice is not just about speaking up, but about setting boundaries, advocating for oneself, and representing others at the table. Silence protects no one. Women who find their voice can begin to shift not only their own careers, but also the culture around them. So what can we do? First, name the barriers. Awareness is the first step to change. Second, support women by recognizing the extra weight they carry. And third, commit to redesigning workplaces where women don't have to burn out to succeed. This isn't just about women's issues, it's about building healthier, stronger organizations for everyone. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Bamboo Women series. If you found this valuable, please subscribe and share this video. At Maple and Bamboo, we reflect on life, career, wealth, and balance, drawing lessons from both East and West. Let's keep growing like bamboo, rooted, resilient, and rising.